Hump Day. We back in the house. The BIPOC Happy Hour is Black, Indigenous, people of color. This is our wind down. We've been doing this all week, and now we're getting together to sit and talk about stuff. I'm Uncle Ray. I got Dennis, Rock, Sonny B, Bobby. How's everybody doing on Hump Day?
It's the middle of the week.
Better if we was something.
Okay, I hear people. What'd you say, Sana?
Nothing.
It was a lot longer than that. But okay, Dennis, what'd you say?
I want to ask a question. What does code word mean?
Code word. Did you not look that up? Those are two different words. So code and word.
Right.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Servers use code names to talk about Black customers at Cracker Barrel.
What was the code word?
What's the code word?
Right, I want to hear what the code words are.
Right.
I don't know.
Canadian. I heard you say code name. Well, what's the code name that they gave for the Black people?
I guess our Canadians was a code word for Black people. I'm not sure how that whole thing worked. I wasn't privy. I'm Black too, so.
But I thought they would have told you in the article how they could come up with that. Canadian is the code word for Black people.
Well, I guess it's one of them.
Well, I'm just, I don't have my glasses on, but I'm trying to read that right there. I'm trying to break down with you.
What do they do if they have a Black Canadian?
Well, I guess you're still Black.
Canadian.
That's probably answer to that. Canadian in the house. I guess.
Canadian squared.
See? There's
know.
A way to call everybody out.
If we're gonna gain outside is a word for Black families, any group of three or more.
Does that mean they didn't? Did that mean they didn't want to serve them or what?
I guess it's based on how y'all treat the servers when y'all go to Cracker Barrel. I guess y'all don't treat them with respect or something.
That makes me feel uncomfortable being
any restaurant.
It makes me feel uncomfortable being a cook because there could be code words to do things to my food.
I mean, I would assume if I have code words to segregate a particular population that you would want to be doing stuff. Oh, Canadian. Oh, do something to the grease. Make the chicken bloody. I mean, I would think.
Oh, drop it on the floor.
Oh my goodness.
They just had that article about the police went to Wendy's and the policeman found dirt and hair off of this food.
Ew.
Then that's what I just read the story.
Oh,
so you could have.
I remember they was in their feelings because they was getting discriminated against at certain food stores like Starbucks and stuff like that. Police was mad because they had to wait, like they usually didn't have to wait. They was making them wait. Then they were scared to eat the food because they thought people did stuff to their food.
And they stopped begging.
It's crazy.
Well, if they wouldn't, be such mean people to folks, then they wouldn't have to worry about that karma.
Right. You would need to think about, are they going to do something to my food? They're going to spit in my food. You would have to think of that. If you was on the up and up,
right?
Your own conscience won't even let you maneuver with that because you know you did something wrong.
I don't know how that works.
But for code words, calling people code words and all that kind of stuff, I'm sure that stuff still happens. But does that mean they're going to do something to you? Or does that mean they're going to get you in the bathroom?
They probably just don't want to wait on us because they don't think we tip. That's across the board. It ain't just Cracker Barrel. It's any restaurant. They don't be wanting to wait on Black folks.
And I don't see what you're tipping on at the Cracker Barrel. I don't see what they're doing. That's all spectacular.
That food's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, they got Black cooks back there.
I was gonna say some of them are pretty good, but still they're not doing. I mean, basically some of them be kind of salty because they got to do it. That's not gonna make you get no tip if you come out there salty. You already screwed yourself.
But that's not fair. They don't make enough money. If the state don't pay them enough money,
Well,
they need
that's what I'm
tips.
about to say. That's what I'm about to say too. It's not the server's fault that your food came out salty. That's
No,
the
I
cook's
said
fault.
their attitude is salty. No, the food be all right, but if you already salty because I gotta wait on you, and it's coming out in your actions and your tone, I'm not giving you no tip to bring me
What do you
my
mean?
food.
But I mean, it's all about the cooks.
It's about service and all of that kind of stuff. I want a compliment, but if this dude here is messing me up.
Now sometimes, I'm going to defend because I'm in the food industry. Now, sometimes you match what your customers give you. You understand what I'm saying? If you coming out there,
right, I get you.
If I'm coming, hi, how you doing? And you coming in and giving me something, I'm going to match your energy because that's where you want to go at. Now, if you want to do something totally different, that's different. I have done that. You know what I'm saying? I could be nice and gentle with you, but as soon as I feel that you're not going that way,
then you back off. I get you. I get you on that. I get you 100 on that.
No, he said he coming aggressive.
I don't come aggressive. I just give you what
you
match. No, you said you match energy.
You match the energy. That if that person's coming off aggressive, then you match that person. But if that person's not coming off aggressive, then you shouldn't be coming off aggressive. That's how you get your tip. That's what I heard Bobby say.
And folks that has an attitude, that don't want to deal with folks or want to be with people that have attitude, Dick's Last Resort is a perfect place for you. They already rude. When you walk in, they're going to throw your napkins at you or whatever it may be. You understand? But if that's what you want, that's what you can get at Dick's Last Resort.
At Dick's Last Resort? What else can you get at Dick's Last Resort?
Well, it's not what you're looking for, but I'm no.
Yeah, but I was looking for catfish and gravy. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just saying.
It's a nice restaurant. It's the opposite of the basic, hey, how you doing? They be
like the bad waitress.
Yeah, they be like, what you want? It's over there. Go get it. I need a straw. Oh, it's over there. What you want me to do? I should work for them.
But that's where you go to get that treatment, right?
Yeah.
So
do you still have to talk to the waitresses and all that kind of stuff?
You match the energy, y'all just said.
Well, at the bad waitress, you got to go and place your own order. You got to, you ask for anything, they'll see it's over there. Look at there it is. They do that kind of stuff. Yeah, they're not going to serve you in that manner.
And
other than tell you that seat taken.
And Sina is right. In the restaurant industry, we automatically don't look for a tip from African Americans or anyone that's a darker skin, because at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, you will not get one. You feel what I'm saying? There's a few that will, and there's a lot that won't.
I always tip. Okay, what color you are?
They can spend $200 in food, and I give them a change, $222 in food, and I give you $32 in tips. You could, in change. You can't even tip $1. A lot of folks wouldn't even tip $1. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, it bees that way.
Well, yeah.
But I'm not saying you give them different service. You give them the service that they're supposed to get. But
and do you judge all black?
Wrong for them, right? To judge all black people like that.
Okay, that was my question. That was my question. Do they treat all blacks like that?
They don't treat. I'm not saying, but that's the stigma that is out there, though, because
99.9%. That's what she told me. Yeah,
99.9% of black people do not tip, but they will give you the runaround.
Yes, I think that is so horrible.
They would give you the runaround.
So rude. That's rude.
They would say, "Well done." Oh, this is too done for me. But that's what you asked for.
You know what? I agree with that.
What if they ask for? Trying to get out of paying for our meals? Is that what you're saying?
That too.
Is that the first question you automatically think? Are you trying to get out of paying for this meal?
No, but you know what?
Someone came in the restaurant that I'm with now and pull out a whole head. It's all men in the back. They pull out a whole string hair. About the length of what Sina have in her head. A string of hair, and said, I just got this out my food. Every man in there, you hear what I just said?
It's
Every
bald
man
hair.
is black. No dreads, no nothing. Short haircuts all the way around. No beards. I'm the only one with a beard, but I'm not even dealing with that. I'm on the cash register. So where the hair be? Where you get the hair from?
Right.
Where did it come from?
Was she
Have you ever
black?
had somebody ever set you up like that?
Wait a minute, was she black?
Yes.
Damn it.
With the hair.
Wait a minute.
With
I
the
just said,
hair.
have you had somebody to set you up like that? To do that for real?
With the hair, with hair. Like
the same kind of hair?
Hello, yeah, same kind of hair with baby hair and all that. Yeah.
Oh Lord. Talking about I found this in my food. That's yours.
Then we giving you fried chicken. You coming for fried chicken. So where's the hair coming from? Because the hair would have been burnt with the chicken.
Damn, yeah, I guess.
It would have been cooked in with the it would have been wrapped. It had to been wrapped around because it wouldn't have stuck to the chicken in that. It had to be wrapped around and all that. You know about the whole chicken.
It would have gotten disintegrated. If you ever burnt hair, yeah.
With the grease. It would have been. So where did it come from? I mean, hey.
And what do you say to people in that? What do you say to people?
I am so sorry for that happened to you. Now we have two choices that you can take. You can either get the same meal, we can give it to you for free, or we're happy to give you your refund. Which one would you like? And which one do you think she picked?
A refund. A refund. Let me get my money back after I already ate half.
I had the same problem the other day. We went to a restaurant with a friend of mine. He ordered something. He told them exactly what they wanted. They repeated it 3 times. He said yes. They gave it to him. He didn't want it. It's not what I ordered. We all listened to him say exactly what he wanted. They explained it to him 3 times. Then he wants his money back and want to keep the drink.
And wanted to keep the drink too that he didn't want.
Was he black too?
God damn it. You can't get away from it. Yes.
I'm just saying.
This
was a drive-through, so it wasn't that big a deal. I'm like, why did you do that? He asked you 3 times. Is this what you want? You said yes. I told the man what I wanted. I got everything I wanted, just the way I wanted it. He did too. He did it on the receipt the way he said. But when he got what he thought he was ordering, he didn't want that.
And made a stink about it.
So what they did?
Yes.
They didn't let him pay for it, right?
No, they brought him another or what they thought he wanted. No, that's not what I wanted either. He wanted to separate the desserts, but they come as a pair, like it's a concrete mixer. So they would show you the cake and the ice cream, but it's a mixer. So when they said it's mixed with vanilla ice cream, you can't get that piece of cake by itself. It's already chunked up, and they just how they have.
I want the cake to go with that
just
drink.
Added to the ice cream, right? I get what you're saying.
So it's like you're right. It's already quenched up into a bowl. They take a scoop of it, dump it in your mixer, and give it to you. They're not selling lemon cake.
Right.
Can I get the cake to go with that ice cream?
You get the cheesecake blizzard from Dairy Queen. They take
it's a mixer. So when you read that, he asked her again, "You sure you want the mixer?" "Yes, I want the mixer." I'm like, "You said yes." They gave you the mixer. The cake is not a size cake on the side, dude. The cakes are cut up in little bitty chunks. They dump it in there. And they blend it.
You going out to dinner with them again?
They just didn't know. They just didn't know.
You told them 3 times, and then repeated it when you tried to make it up again. How many times do you have to tell them?
But he explained it. He said none of our cakes come separate, or the sides come separate. The sides are for the mixer. So how do you explain that?
You did.
Oh, well, somebody said that I didn't explain it. The guy said 3 times. They're all mixers. All the stuff you see, it mixed in with the ice cream. It's a mixer.
What does mixer mean?
So you can choose 6 items: salted caramel, ice cream, this, that, and the other, all of them together. But
what does mixer mean?
Bobby, I agree with you on this.
Now you try to be all difficult to the people.
Can I get a cheesecake mixer? I mean, what does it mean? It's mixed with something.
It's a mixer.
It didn't say it is on
But
the
you're gonna
side.
tell the people you want your money back because you thought what you was getting after I explained it to you 6 times. This time, what you thought it was. I thought it was a piece of cake. It is a piece of cake.
Thought a piece of cake of what?
That's
mixed
what he
with
said.
what?
He thought it was a piece of cake. Y'all gonna get up off my people, our people.
What you talking about? If you knew it was an ice cream mixer, you had to choose it. How would you go get the cake?
You
I want to know does this person frequently do things like this?
Yes.
Then why are you going out with them in the first place?
Because they paid for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's just what you have to pay for getting your free meal.
I'm not
Yeah, but you
denying
gotta go
that.
through. Ain't nothing free in this
Ain't
world. So
nothing
you
free.
need to listen to that. Ain't nothing free.
I get you.
Everything comes with a price.
I couldn't
Even to
deal with
listen to that mess.
I couldn't deal with the embarrassment. As some of my old associates, I would not go to a restaurant with people that act like that. That's embarrassing. I mean, it is. I mean, it's real embarrassing. You know, I had a friend that would just be loud for no reason. You feel what I'm saying? Let me give you an example. We walk into a restaurant. Okay, we don't have a reservation, but we standing there. Someone else outside that was smoking a cigarette had a reservation, so they went out there and got him.
That's how most restaurants do.
They go off. Bang, 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 boom. Sweetheart, you just heard she said reservation. But no, we were standing here the longest.
Reservations.
Reservations. And that was the last time I went out to dinner with them. That's it. Because she fucked my whole Magnolia beef experience up.
Because you couldn't eat after that. You can't even sit down after that.
Say that again.
I said we don't do reservations either.
That person didn't.
But we was just out, we was out bar hopping. You feel what I'm saying? You know how you just stop at another
right
and get something to eat, you know? And so we didn't have a reservation, you know, at that moment. I'm a reservation.
You know, in DC, you gotta have reservations to be going places when they eat.
You're right. Or they'll give you that beeper thing for you to hold, the light beeper to let you know.
Right. You can still get a drink.
Yeah, you still can move around.
Yeah, you still can stand by the bar, get a drink, eat some chips or whatever it may be.
Right.
You know?
But you were in early enough to get a table. So you just waiting for your table to be called.
I'm just waiting for them to call me. I mean, I'm patient. Can I get a Hennessy with a splash of lime juice, please?
Right.
You know what I mean?
With a Milwaukee Best bag, please.
How you doing?
So I'm gonna need a back with that.
Back then, I was still on my Coronas or MGM. Y'all remember the MGD?
Yeah, MGDs. Yeah, MGDs. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was on MGDs too. So, but yeah, I'm like, no, but I couldn't deal with that personally. I couldn't, even if it was free.
Well, I could only do it one time. After that, I mean, because that means it's gonna happen more than one time, and I'm like, no,
I don't want to go out to eat with me after the club.
Oh, after the club, that's totally different because we can put you to bed.
Everybody's gonna be loud.
Everyone on the same level, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So, and I went out with you after the club.
Yeah, that was tame because we were in a different city. But like,
I'm usually not tamed in a different city though.
Man, we done been kicked out of Denny's, like, a few different restaurants.
Everyone got kicked out of Denny's and IHOP.
Right. Who haven't?
Yeah, they always picking
and Waffle House, you know.
That's a prerequisite, isn't it?
What?
Getting kicked out of Denny's or one of those night restaurants where you get drunk. My friends,
place to go. That was the spot to be after you go out.
Right. That was a bad thing.
If y'all don't hear from DC, y'all know where we're going. We're going to Denny's Carryout across from the Legends, or we're going to Denny's, the food joint on on Benning Road in East Capitol. That's where we're going. You know, and everybody be that's the hood joint. Everybody be up in that joint. Huh? What'd you say, Simon?
That was rocks.
Would you say rocks?
I hit my mute by accident.
Oh. Yeah, everybody was they went on Benning Road, everybody be there. The good old days. The 1900s, you know.
Right. So what do y'all think they're trying to
1900s.
are they trying to cancel Kanye? Or Ye?
For what?
Oh,
Kanye, they're trying to cancel him, right?
But for
Maybe I
what?
did this. He said something about Trevor called him racist or something, and now everybody's trying to cancel him. Even Dennis Rodman trying to cancel him. I mean, what's really
who listens to Dennis Rodman these days?
Well, he's not relevant no more?
He will.
What
When has
does
he
that
ever
mean?
been relevant?
I mean,
I'm sorry, I
come
was.
on. He went over to Korea.
Who?
Dennis.
Okay,
Is that
I didn't
bad?
know that.
He helped us with the little short man.
With
I didn't know
Kang
that.
Jong-un in North Korea.
Oh,
But what happened here? I didn't get a chance to see it. My power went out and it just came back on. What's the name of the story?
The only thing I knew about Dennis was him and his wedding dress.
Oh.
Yeah, but he done been in and out of that dress. Now he got kids and all of that, and he only posed for men
He is
groups.
one
for
of
that
the
wedding
best
dress.
defensive players too.
In Chicago. But I'm saying they trying to cancel Kanye.
No. The Pistons.
Well,
No.
you can't go around threatening everybody just because you Kanye, just because you worth $3 billion. That don't give you the right to go threaten everybody.
Why
Oh.
can't you?
Because they can't turn around and threaten you. Because I mean,
Charlamagne the guy said
you know.
the same thing. He said, Kanye said, I got billions. I ain't got to worry about it.
He ain't got to worry about it. So he can. So you gonna threaten people, you know? Because you know what he said to Trevor Noah. You know, nobody else could have said that to him without getting in trouble. So what make him any different?
But it ain't just Kanye. It's like it ain't just Kanye. It's people because you know some people are not stable. You know what I'm saying? Some of his fans may not be, and it's that he should stop. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid.
It's getting out of hand. I agree.
Above this shit. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, come on.
But remember, he's still traumatized. He still got the traumatic lineup in his life.
Therapy.
I agree. I agree.
So you can work that shit out, go get some Reiki, so your ass can cry and move that motherfucking energy.
Right. I agree. I think he needs good therapy. Yes, agreed.
I'm sure there's some decent women out here that would date him. Like there's others. Come on.
Right. Well, it's not like he don't have a girlfriend. He currently has a girlfriend. Even doing this, he has a girlfriend.
Ain't this like the third or fourth one? Come on now, these are rebounds. He don't need no girlfriend right now. He need to go take his ass to therapy.
That's what he needs to do.
Fucking work on himself. So go back to Jackson Hole and sit down there. Dave Chappelle, somebody go help him.
So question, if he has a girlfriend.
But he threatening everybody.
He has a girlfriend. She not responding to what's going on. I don't think it's a publicity stunt.
For her, it could be.
For him, is it something he's about to come out with? Or something Trevor, whatever his name, about to come out with? Is it something like that?
Well, he did. Well, Weston already came out with 2 videos cutting out that boy's head. Then he got mad at Trevor Noah because Trevor Noah made a comment, bro, you need to get some help. Then you want to call the brother out his name and all that kind of stuff. That's where he is now.
Publicity stunt. It wasn't for Trevor. DL.
Yeah, DL Hughley. He told DL Hughley, I make enough money to come after you.
This is like ridiculous.
I make enough money to come after you. He told that to DL Hughley. So I don't think this is a publicity stunt.
Somebody confronted DL Hughley at some kind of restaurant or something in Florida the other day over the weekend. See, this
What
is the
happened?
stupid. Somebody, one of his homeboys, a friend, somebody, Kanye friend. It's like stupid shit, like in front of
See?
DL.
But who
See,
do he
they're gonna get
sound
somebody
like?
killed.
Who do he
Right,
sound like?
stop.
Who do he sound like?
Who do you sound like?
A black version of who?
Donald Trump.
How you doing?
Is that what you said? Oh,
Hey, Bobby, you late for that because that was a song on the Times album back in the 70s. Donald Trump, the black version.
Hmm.
for Kanye West. Okay.
Well, not for Kanye West. He wasn't relevant then, but the Donald Trump black version has already been taken or coined.
Well, now Kanye West can wear can wear his robe then. Because ain't nobody else able to wear that Donald Trump robe like that.
Well,
And I think he got personal issues that is spreading around to the rest of the people, and that's gonna get it alienated.
Kanye said he's not trying to be a bully. He said he just let people know he can't be pushed around anymore.
Who's pushing around other than telling him to go get therapy? Ain't nobody pushing you around but to tell you to go get some motherfucking therapy.
Right. He needs it. He can't be acting out like this. And it's not like he's doing it in private. He's doing it in public.
Right. You don't, like I said, with him and
Yeah, we
Kim
don't know
Kardashian, he the only one talking.
Now, pushed around, I don't know. I don't know if he has been pushed around before or whatever, but I know he
Y'all
needs
listen to
therapy.
Charlamagne the guy in the morning time or whatever his name
But
is?
I think
No, we
that,
be at work.
Dealing with the Kardashians is enough to drive you crazy.
Who?
If you dealing with the Kardashians.
All of them need therapy.
Y'all are giving these women way too much power.
Everybody needs therapy if you ask me. They all need therapy.
I got therapy.
I'm looking for a therapist. I need one too, but they really need some goddamn therapy.
Take flight counseling.
And then, just some counseling. But Kanye West is the only one outside talking, running his mouth. Ain't nobody else running their mouth but Kanye West. He's making all this stuff, making everything known and all that. If something do go down, who they gonna put it on? Him. You putting yourself out there like that, telling folks you gonna kill them. I make enough money to take you out. All that. Who they gonna? Something go down. One of your fans, like Simon said, go after these people. Who they gonna put it down as a responsible party? You're gonna bring it back to him. And that's real
And
talk.
we all were here in the 90s and we saw what rhetoric and words lead to.
Oh, yeah.
We lost two of the biggest rappers within a year of each other? Year and a half of each other?
It was in a 12-month span of each other. One was in January, one was in the cold, and the other one was in the heat.
Yeah, Biggie died on my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that shit. I'll never forget it. And then Tupac was in September.
Right. One was in the cold, the other was in the heat. I remember that part because I was out partying at both spots.
I mean, I don't get it. I wish that he would go and talk to somebody, really. Because he is. He's so talented.
But sometimes that ultra creative mind can't have a spark in it, and you just need somebody to talk to. And I know it could be a lot really difficult with your ace boom gone. And that would have been Donna.
But it's not like we're in the days of like Albert Einstein or something. We got things that can help control that manic side.
Yes, we do. But you got to find somebody that you can talk to get to that point. And if you're blocking everybody out from all that, you're not going to get to that point. You got all this urge to be famous and all that kind of stuff. Are you really able to get that help you really need?
So you suggest that Kanye needs some kind of mental help from outside sources?
Yes, everybody needs somebody to talk to.
And he already has a diagnosed mental illness.
Yes, that was diagnosed last year, the year before last.
But we forgot about that. He had a couple of good songs, and we forgot about he had a mental issue.
Yeah, this is not a new issue. Oh. Nothing new. No.
This is America.
Everybody need a therapist these days. Now it's going to start being a competition of the therapists. Who is the best?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because
Okay.
don't call Dr. Phil. Don't even be bothered with that mess. That's a
That is
mess.
exactly right. I read for you call Ivanka, whatever.
Ivanka.
I ain't calling her ass either. But I might call Miss Katanji Brown. What's her name, Jackson? I would call her because she was able to hold her own.
I agree. I thought that we
She
talked
got
about
her a
Kanye.
white man, okay.
Is that her husband?
Yeah, that's her husband sitting next to her. Yes, that is her husband. That's her daughters. And that's her 2 daughters on the side. Quit moving. There's her 2 daughters on the side. Yeah, and he is a surgeon. He is a surgeon, and she's getting ready to be a Supreme Court judge.
Oh, and he's smart. All right now.
Oh yeah, he got his own money. She got hers, and yeah, he is a surgeon. And those are their kids. She only got kids by him.
Oh, not like typical black women.
I don't know what that typical means. Help us out. Sign. Do you know? Anybody on here know what typical means?
Typical what? I don't know what the beginning.
Typical black woman thing. That's what he said. Typical black woman thing. What does that mean?
As far as what?
Having one baby daddy.
Oh. Baby daddy.
There you go. Clean that on up. Clean it up.
Well, he was saying that's.
I got one baby daddy and an ex-husband.
See, I got one baby daddy and an ex-husband too.
I don't have no exes. I don't have a baby daddy.
Yeah. Got a baby daddy and an ex. And my ex is married, so I don't have to worry about that.
And I got an ex-wife.
So I think she's doing the damn thing. But some of them questions unnecessary. Considering she didn't already been in the same room with everybody that's in there now. She already did this once with the same group of people. At least one time. Why are we doing this now?
You have to throw the shit at the water, see if it sticks. You gotta find something.
They gotta pay attention to their base. You know, they gotta.
That is so unhealthy for society. That takes us. What is it? We're going back in time. I can't think of the right word, but we're going backwards. We're not going forward. We're going backwards.
When did we ever go forward?
Well, we're going forward to have her considered even for her to be sitting there talking about being on the Supreme Court of America. We have moved forward.
As far as them treating us, I mean, we done steps we have, but the way they still treat us and demean us is the same thing as they've been doing forever. She is smarter than literally everyone that asked those questions to her. Now
she was able to answer all them questions.
Now one of them has any type of degrees like she does. Not now one of them. All of them uneducated. And they treat her like she's the scum of someone's shoe. You see how they was treating her and talking to her? One person just walked out of the thing. Did you see that? Mr. Graham. I know that name.
Oh, Lindsay, that mess.
That was.
What'd you say, Rox?
I said, "Oh, Lindsay."
No, I couldn't watch it. Every time Lindsay opened his mouth, I had to turn the shit. I couldn't listen to anything he said.
I couldn't watch it.
No, I had to watch it because you got to know your enemies. You got to understand where they come from and what their train of thought is. And I thought that the way that they treated her was despicable. And it showed the true anti-blackness, anti-woman, anti-gender fuckery that happens all the time. And I felt so like proud that sometimes she didn't even dignify their answer. She was like, I already answered that. I was like, dang.
She was able to defend it. She was able to give the looks, side eye, and move on.
Okay, and she didn't even do it defensively. She wasn't defensive at all. She was like, I felt like she was like,
yes.
I love how she said, that didn't run across I don't do that in my job or something like that. I was like, go ahead. She said that didn't. And she was like, that didn't. Like we just talking about what they keep talking about. We should put in class.
Don't say gay and clear.
Race theory.
Huh?
Critical race theory.
Yeah, they asked her about that. She said, well, I'm a judge. I think that didn't come to my job. I was like, okay, but I couldn't watch it because I kept getting mad.
It was this one. I was irritating. It just
the tones of their voices just didn't
yes.
get me talking to a queen. You know what I mean? They just couldn't. I just couldn't.
Somebody that already moved up to the second highest level. They just couldn't put it on the top highest level. The same group of people have already did this process already within the last 12 months. Why are you treating her like this now? I just thought it was very ugly.
I think it's because that's how they really feel. This is a woman.
Oh, I'm sure
all
it is.
Kinds of accolades. Has made thousands of rulings in her lifetime as a judge,
and will make more.
Highly decorated academically. Has the love and support of all kinds of organizations, including some of the carceral systems. And I was like, how dare them, really? Just like how the audacity. And then if you take that and think about just the everyday Black woman walking down the street or the everyday trans Black woman walking down the street, and we have to recognize how they then are also treated. And that level is something that we can't let that go. We have to keep using this example as a moment in time of a highly decorated Black woman completely disrespected for no reason, when half of those guys asking her that have already confirmed her in the past.
Already,
so
they've done
this. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yes, that's why I couldn't watch it. I thought it was grotesque, a grotesque abuse of power.
What you mean, white power?
And really, our taxpayer dollars, because we paying for them to sit in there and do that bull crap.
What did Corey say?
Okay, Corey got on it. There was a few people who really got on it and said it like it should be said. But most of them were either men of color or women.
Of color?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Did any of the white women jump up?
I mean, Amy did. Amy said what she should have said.
Okay, because I didn't watch all. Like I said,
she could have went in a little bit harder, but
Amy Klobuchar?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay. You said 80 thrown in. Okay. I mean, because this is, I mean, and like I'm not like the rest of the judges on there. I'm not a law professor. Mine is from experiences and lived life trials. I am totally different from the rest of them. So you can't even judge her the same as them. Only the women of color on the Supreme Court have ever been public defenders or trial lawyers. That's Sotomayor and now her. Only two that have ever
actually
like
been Ted in was super jealous of her to me.
Always, of course.
He was like, we went to the same law school. And then I was like, oh, you're jealous.
Oh, is that what that was? They went to the same school? That she moved up, she moving up. Oh, I didn't see all of that. That's what it was. I'm sure he's jealous. You know how they do on the side. I think I'm disturbingly jealous. Right, Dennis?
I don't know how that works. I mean, you get a person who's more than qualified, who's done the job for years, who's respected.
But it should have been me. It should have been me. It should have been me, Ted Cruz.
Is that the whole thing about how Caucasians feel that we're taking over or we're trying to take their spot in the world?
She took my job.
He's not
Right.
white.
You know.
Say what?
He ain't white. He half white.
Because his last name is Cruz. He's biracial too. He a transplant here from too, because I think he's Puerto Rican or something like that. They transplants. They're not from America. Not bad.
Are any of us from America?
Yes.
Yeah.
We are. I know you were born here. I saw your birth certificate. I was born
Puerto
here.
Rico, isn't Puerto Rico part of America?
Yes.
Yes.
Technically, although they don't get.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
They don't get all the respect they should.
Yeah.
No they worse than DC.
Yeah.
They can't do. They worse than DC. They been put it. You know what that means? They worse off than DC.
DC got representation at least, even though they can't vote in Congress, but there is a seat.
Because remember on the
you talking about Eleanor Holmes Norton?
Yeah, per seat.
Yeah, because she's been there since 1975, since the 1900s. Early
1900s.
That's funny when you say it like that, Bobby. I love it.
Because that's a long time ago in the 1900s. Long time ago.
Well, it's 22 years.
22. Is that all? Is that all?
Years.
22 years? That's just a pebble of time. That ain't nothing. We need to get some time in there.
It's just crazy that we can say the 1900s and these kids don't know half of the things that we know. Like the internet, they not experience how we started off with the internet. The cell phone. When the cell phone was size of a kid, what size of
a shoebox?
A shoe. Yeah.
The size of a shoebox.
You know, so we had
that sat in the center console.
They don't even know what a payphone is.
They've been to the museum. They went to the science museum.
Is some in the museum? They do have payphones.
I'm sure they got a payphone in the science museum.
I would love to go to a museum and see a payphone, a floor model TV.
Oh, I don't know about that TV.
A couch with plastic on it.
Never.
That was only. They never have a couch with a plastic on it.
Can expand. Exhibits. I said you can expand the exhibits at the African American Museum.
Yeah, because that's hard.
Is it time?
I mean, I think that is who didn't have that growing up. You know what I'm saying?
We all had that in Black American home.
Right. I think it's culturally right.
Down to the plastic on the living room first.
Yeah, that should be in a museum for real.
Mm-hmm.
Only a few would know what that is. But only a few would know what that really meant. That they had to live with that plastic on the living room furniture.
The living room.
Wrong. You better not walk in there.
And you better pray that grandma or mama got AC.
Why?
While you sitting in there because
okay.
Okay, because it's hot in there. Okay. Bless your hearts.
But that was the best of times, though. Those when you was hanging with your cousins.
That's what we can all laugh about. That's why we can laugh about all the time.
That was the best time. Good food.
Good times.
Yeah, but we're none of this stuff today that we have. Worry about the internet, beeps on the phone, none of that. We can just be chilling.
No, because we were writing notes to each other and tell each other to their face. We didn't have to put it online. Everybody didn't know about it on a small group.
But I had a hi-fi system, with the speakers. None of this newfangled stuff I don't understand these days. Bluetooth, all that. That's new to me.
Bluetooth is awesome.
But see, you're a little later on, you in the early 1900s, you understand?
Early 1900s when he was out there.
Something with technology. I mean, we were talk with our pagers. So we would get messages through where people didn't have to call us back.
Right, because you can have a conversation on your pager.
We could use numbers to say words or something.
Okay.
I mean,
we invented text messaging.
Yes, that's how text messages started. Yes.
But no, y'all remember we used to make collect calls and say, "Mom, I'm on my way home."
Yes.
I have done that, yeah.
I like that commercial they got. I had a baby boy.
Yes, we have done that before. Just don't answer the phone. Don't say you accept. That's all I'm gonna do.
You
Make
see
a
it
collect
real quick.
call. I'm on
When
my
you
way
hear them say
over.
hello, and
They
then
hear
you
it. They be like, "Hello, you have a collect call from Mom. I'm be home. I'm on home."
I'm coming now.
That's rude.
Because if you didn't make that call, you know she's gonna be standing there with a broom. For those that had that problem, no,
or
she be
switch,
ignorant and be standing
or
there.
switch gets
No, she's not
braided.
gonna do that switch though, because I was too big. If I could go out like that, I was too big for that switch at that moment.
Oh no.
They want to
That
get,
still work.
you know,
You
them
talking
girls was
when
crazy
you
back
got
then.
like
They want to get the broom out.
teenage years, my mother used fists.
Yeah, see, that's why I said she's gonna get that broom.
You know,
And
she
I
had
dare you
all
to hit
boys.
me back with that broom too.
She had all boys, so she was boxing. So you know,
Oh, those were the days. Those were the days.
one brother disrespected her. She was about to run him over with her car. And she said, "You." But
I brought you into this world. I'll take you out.
They'll be in prison. I always say that shit.
What? I brought you into this world, nigga. I'll take you out.
Yeah, right.
We have all heard those words.
More than once. And I never knew, you know, I'm like, yeah, I'm running back. Yeah, you'll be in jail.
You know you ain't gonna say that to her. You know you ain't gonna tell her that.
Don't mean I ain't think it. That's why you said it. Right, but I said my own little voice. I hate it. I hate you. I hate you. I wish you would die.
Well, all kids did that back then. I'm sure they did.
I thought it was just me because I went to my room and just cussed her out.
Did she ever hear you? Did she ever hear you cussing her out?
I don't know because they never said anything to me because we stayed upstairs on the third floor. So when my dad did something, I mean, we tried to cuss a lot as we could.
Didn't hear it during BIPOC happy hour. Check it out.
What happened? But if they heard me, I probably got another whooping. So
right, because something that what you say.
Right.
What you said? Let me hear this. Let me hear you say that again.
Well, I know I did one time and I said something, and she heard me under my breath. You know, we didn't get to a fist fight that time because she tried to hit me.
Right, of course, because that was your mama.
I blocked it. I'm like, not this time.
Yeah, as long as you didn't grab her hand, that's cool. You can only block. There's a technique. There's a technique to do with your mama. Don't grab her. You can block it. Don't grab her. There's a technique.
All right, POC. Say hello to TikTok.
Who is TikTok?
I'm doing a TikTok right now.
How does that work?
Just say hi. You'll see it in a moment. Yeah, come and check us out on BIPOC Happy Hour, Wednesdays and Fridays.
When they do when they do TikToks, you know, you don't have to be in them. You can just do something like random.
Yes.
But how do they know it's you?
Because you sent it from your TikTok.
Oh. So how do you get the 1,000 visitors? Now they're going to stuff through register if you don't show your face.
Because it will come through your TikTok. Your TikTok account is what gets all the 1,000 views and all that.
So do you? Okay, I know. Okay, on Facebook you get likes. How do you get them on TikTok?
Same way.
Are they likes too?
Same way.
Yep. Likes and views. You get both.
Same. If you look at the screen, it'll show you. Same way. No different.
No, because
I have several likes. I have several people who follow me, but I have 0 views because I have created no content.
Right.
Now that's confusing.
And we have a little content, and we got a few followers too.
I have over 12,000 likes and over about 2,000 followers. I'm rising, but you continue on posting stuff. You don't necessarily have to post stuff that you're doing. Like, say for instance, the clip that we're doing now, you can take pieces of it and post it on TikTok. You know, and tell folks Mondays and Wednesdays, this, that, and the other. You can show them where you can come and look at it at.
But I seen one he was imitate. They were like flying like Superman, where they did the 3 seconds and they did this and they kept moving. How do you do those?
Did you see any of those on my page?
Have you even been to his page? Well, no, some people do use a little effort to do their TikTok videos. We talking about just a basic.
Okay.
Yeah, we on the basic account. We didn't pay for the expanded account. Because if you can make some videos, you can download anything on the TikTok.
But I thought it was only 30 seconds or something, or 10 seconds.
No, you have
it's got 3 different times. Yep. 160 and 3 minutes. Yeah.
You have 15 seconds, 60 seconds, and 3 minutes.
3 minutes, yep.
And so you got to come up with that content for that 3 minutes.
Well, it should be easy if you were thinking about a 3 minute.
I don't know. That's a commercial shit. You got to think of a whole commercial in 3 minutes.
No, some people give news in 3 minutes. It's a lady that literally write the speeches for the president, and she maps out everything that goes on. The president that you have now, she maps out everything that's going on with Ukraine. Everything. She writes the speeches for him. She wrote the speech for him he just did with the State of the Union.
Right.
That was from her. I gotta find her name. I'll tell you, but she tells you everything. Then there was another lady, another person. I don't know what they go by, but they tell us news too. You can get a whole lot in 3 minutes. A whole lot.
I know. Most commercials are that long, 1 to 3 minutes.
But what do you need 3 minutes that you can't tell in 1 minute?
I don't know.
I'm just asking questions. That's all I do. Just asking questions.
I'm asking questions too because I'm trying to figure out. Like, I want to do a TikTok, but it's like it's so complicated when I get there.
Why does it seem so complicated? You only got a few things to say. You only need 15 seconds.
I climb up and I got to say 15 seconds. I know I can do 3 minutes.
All right, just work with learn the 15-second category first. Talk freely in 15 seconds, then you can build up to 60 seconds. Then you can build all the way up to 3 minutes and be a professional like Bobby.
I'm not a professional.
You're not a professional?
No, I'm not. But it's folks that's up there just shoot the breeze. That's talking like how we're talking. You know, one lady sit there and talk, Miss Chantel, she talk about her life. She said, shit, I was a crackhead, you know, this, that, and the other. And
tell folks, a joke.
She just tell her what she do every day. And folks, she asked for, she said, I don't have no herbal essence. And folks literally send her money to get her herbal essence. She said, my child need this, my house need that. They literally help her furnish her whole house through TikTok. Literally. So, you know, it's not just Americans on there either.
Hi, baby.
I like the African ones, though. I love it to see their food and see how Africa really is. You know, it's not huts. And some are huts, but it's not like they was given. You know what I'm saying? On their ancestral land. Shoot, they got land. I'm trying to get a piece.
I like all the thirst traps.
Some of the thirst traps be hot.
The chocolate man, Jesus.
She tried to get to Nigeria.
Shiny man that had the dreads. He's like breaking TikTok right now.
Yeah, you talking about the Black Jesus?
Oh my God, yeah.
He look like Black Jesus.
I'm like,
literally, his skin is just so chocolatey.
It's like porcelain black.
Including his beard and
onyx.
Yeah, he oils himself real nice. Yeah.
Beautiful black. I like that black.
But Sina trying to get to Nigeria. That's what she trying to get to.
Ain't nothing wrong with that to go visit.
She trying to get over there and get one of them.
And get me a husband. Probably 2 of them.
A couple. You gotta have a spare at least. You need 3. 2 in case you need a 3rd one.
But that tribe is not in Nigeria, Sina.
It don't matter. It travels. It crosses borders. I'm telling you, a wife on borders.
Are there billionaires in the other tribe?
Are you looking for a specific tribe where you can have many husbands?
Yes.
It's one tribe you can have many.
Like they gotta have money like the Nigerians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you don't want broke husbands. Okay, I got you. I got you. I'm just asking.
I heard Ghana was coming up too, though.
Chill.
Well, I'm still looking for sugar people. Looking for sugar people. Can I get a sugar mama daddy? Whatever.
What is that? What is that? What is that supply when you get one of those? How does that work?
Will you get a supply from sugar people?
Or whatever they call it,
Never been fortunate to have.
I'm still looking for my sugar people right now.
It depends on what you negotiate. Like everything in life.
It's just like you be. He's a coin, so the same thing you would do with a coin.
That's not true.
You got to flip, Dennis. You the coin.
Right. That's right. What's your contract you give out? What do you?
Right.
What you say?
Yeah. So what you put in your coin contract, you can put in your sugar people contract.
You a sugar daddy. So what do you?
Or some kind of sugar person. We can't call them sugar daddies anymore because it's got to be on one side of sugar people.
We talking about Dennis at this moment.
It's sugar people.
Well, no, I'm only going so far though. So I mean, I got limits to this stuff,
What's a limit? You don't want to take it as your last name? Is that the limit?
No, you get dinner, maybe,
that's y'all arrangement. That's what y'all work out. What's the big deal?
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to figure out what is that.
Different strokes for different folks. That's old as we are. Everybody's different.
I mean, that sounds like coin, not really sugar to me. But
right.
Whatever.
Because the sugar continues, doesn't it? Anytime you need that, you can call them sugar daddy or sugar mama.
But you still got to pay the sugar mama and sugar daddy. They don't do it for free. You got to pay them the same way.
It's whatever you want. You may be a showgirl, a showboy. You be on my arm.
What they call them? Fuck boy. You might be a fuck boy.
Yeah, you may be you may be a person that I called to do.
That's it, fuck boy.
But everyone don't look for sex in sugar purrs and sugar daddies and sugar mamas, sugar babies and all that. They don't. Sex is not always in the midst of that. No, it's not. It's not.
They don't?
No. I thought it was money.
It's about the porn, but a lot of people do it for the companionship. They don't do it just for sex. Yes.
They get a sugar person to do that just for companionship.
I don't know if you've been funny or
I've never heard anybody do that just for companionship.
Me either, really.
But some people actually just want people just to be there to talk to.
I wouldn't call it sugar people for that.
Or you have people just to come out there and just go out and have dinner.
I wouldn't call the sugar people for that.
But they pay.
Yes.
And they
pay in. She's showing me off. Because I'm a trophy.
But I'm benefiting from this going up because I get to get free food, come pick me up.
And I get the check. I get a check after we finish this every time.
Is it like an escort business?
Part of Christmas?
Escort business. That's still
do it in all different kind of ways. Some people do it like there are financial submissives and they send money tributes to their dominant person and they take care of the rent and they take care of people. Whatever. Sometimes people just do it like, a lot of people have exchanged sex for food.
Sugar people
to a nice restaurant.
I call it survival sex. Survival sex.
Sometimes I'm not even talking about survival sex. I'm talking about you take me out to a nice restaurant and I give it up. I'm not really interested in you. I don't really like you, but that's the expected.
But if you feed me, I'll give you some.
Right? It takes all kind of forms.
But it's not always based around sex.
Right.
It's based around money.
That's the main thing.
You know, I got to get some kind of compensation out of the situation that I'm doing. That's why I'm not doing it.
And then it's not always older people, the pioneers. It's not always them that be sugar daddies and sugar mamas. It can be a 30-year-old man. It can be a 30-year-old man or 25-year-old man. Can be
we know that's right. Show enough.
But before we get out of here, I just want to make sure I put this out there. Make sure y'all go on
Minnesota Daddy's Pride. Come at any age. Oh, I'm sorry.
Make sure you go on the Minnesota Village, and answer the questions to win you 4 free tickets to the movie theaters. The question was, when was Minnesota Twin Cities and POC, what year did Minnesota Twin Cities and POC Pride organization start? The first person or whoever put their answer up there, they will win 4 free tickets to the movies.
What are they gonna see?
They'll figure out themselves. It's up to them.
Well, that's that hard.
Is it like to go to the movie theater and stuff like that?
Yes.
Oh, that's so 1900s.
But it's so cool. It's so vintage. It's so, we
got TVs bigger than the theaters in our houses. We can stream anything, and all the new movies are on either cable, HBO, or something. Why not go to the movie theater, pay all that price, and also price for popcorn?
It's cool.
That's you.
Popcorn. Because he's giving tickets for free.
Oh, okay. Got you.
You gotta pay for popcorn.
That's it. You don't have to pay for entry. And the movie theater that I'm sending y'all to, you can get pizza, you can get alcoholic beverages, whatever you choose. It's everything. Food.
And you really don't got to pay for nothing. You can do it like your mama did, sneak it in the purse, okay?
Okay, I'm so glad we had this time together. I got my juju beads in my purse.
You talking about fried chicken wrapped up in aluminum foil.
I done took a whole box of chicken fried rice. I'm telling you, do what you do.
Ooh. Y'all need a box there? We gotta get done.
Or you make bologna sandwiches, hey.
Yeah.
I love bologna sandwiches. I was just talking about having one today. So you go back to bologna. I only do it when I want it. Huh?
I don't like bologna. You gotta fry it and take it.
That's what I do.
It's after 7 o'clock, everybody.
Oops. Good morning.
Peace out, everybody.
We gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It was